Hello, I'm your superhero critic, and I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome. And I realize I have not been very active on this channel this year, but that's mainly because I'm trying to get my life straight, and depression is taken over. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of doing reviews every week, but fatherhood takes over everything right now. But that being said, I realize I missed a holiday this past week. So without further ado, let's dive into another Friday the 13th comic and just get back into the swing of things. 50 years ago, we witnessed Mrs. Voorhees dropping her precious son Jason off at Camp Crystal Lake. Just so you know, the back of your darling Jason's head looks like Neverland. We head to the present day where the camp's bully is telling the story of Jason and begins to insult the little Davy Faulkner, who suffers from a physical affliction that deems him as an ass face. You know, he has a disfigurement that makes him look like an ass face. What's your excuse? Little kid douchebag then grabs Davy and says he will become a sacrifice for Jason, his screams waking up some counselors who were cuddling. But they just play it off as nothing, which is their mistake as they become Jason's first victim, as they are bashed into a tree. Have you ever noticed that Jason has a knack of killing people while they're trying to sleep? He has a problem with people trying to sleep. Davy has an inner monologue as he's thrown into Camp Crystal Lake, but while his torturers are laughing, Jason makes his appearance. My mother worries that video games are too violent, but I try to tell her, video games got nothing on my real life. Yeah, because in real life, the Konami code doesn't work. After the last bully is run through the fire, Davy and our silent killer have a silent standoff as Davy's monologue continues. Before he begs for his own life, the counselors show up to create a diversion. Counselors, I hope you do realize for distracting Jason, you're probably going to die now. We then meet Sheriff Tannehill, who is a clear nutcase as he lights up before getting a call for help. He heads off, meeting up with the counselors, and instead of shooting at the machete-wielding psycho, he pulls his gun and shoots wildly, hitting the counselors. Nowadays, the cop would probably get paid leave even though he just killed 2 people. Jason decides to let the sheriff live, carrying Davy away. Tannehill is dumbfounded on where he went before we cut to another cop begging for help, while Davy begs for tonight to just be a dream. Trust me, kid, you don't want it to be a dream. Then you'll meet his good friend Freddy. Tannehill is beating himself up for shooting the counselors until he grabs a machete of his own, back with Jason for his next kill, as random cop number 1 tries to defend himself with pepper spray. How's that taste, Slapshot? I prefer the term slap nuts, but Either way, Jason's not having any of your shit. Jason proceeds to rip the cop's jaw off, turning him into a Captain Crunch, as the sheriff heads to the dead counselors and begins to hack them up. Sure is too bad what happened to them two kids. Damn shame. Remember, if a cop's involved, it's always the dead one's fault. The FBI is now involved and want to know what happened, as the sheriff sticks to his fake story of Jason despite his clear twitchiness. They believe him but deny his offer to help. The sheriff is determined to find Jason now and the kid to make sure that he is not ratted out. Because announcing that you have to find this child out loud next to the FBI is a smart thing to do! Our comic then ends with another monologue from Davey as he's dragged away with the look of fear on his face. That was How I Spent My Summer Vacation, issue number 1. I will eventually get to number 2, but that being said, I personally love the artwork and I love the story. The second issue picks up and has a lot more story other than Jason killing everybody. And also, join me next week where we look at a Patreon sponsor review of a blacklisted review that I said I would never do. Yay.